Hello and welcome to Ruby on Rails 7.1 and image generation using generative AI. This is going to be a comprehensive guide to melding the powerful capabilities of Rails 7.1 with the cutting-edge technology of generative AI using Stable Diffusion. I'm Phil Smy and I'm going to be your guide on this exciting journey. In this course, we're not just going to learn, we're going to build. By the end, you'll have a fully functional Rails application capable of generating stunning AI images, and then I'll show you how to monetize and deploy your app. Let's take a quick tour of what we'll cover. In Chapter 1, we'll be installing Stable Diffusion on EC2. We'll be configuring and launching an EC2 instance capable of doing generative AI. And then we'll be installing Stable Diffusion onto it. In Chapter 2, we'll be creating a Rails 7.1 application. We're going to start from scratch, creating a new Rails 7.1 app from the command line. In Chapter 3, we'll be implementing user authentication. And we're going to dive into this using Rails' own built-in methods, ensuring that we have a secure and personalized user experience. In Chapter 4, we'll be building the form that we're going to use to gather all of the information we need to send up to Stable Diffusion to create images. In Chapter 5, we'll be integrating Stable Diffusion using a custom Rails or Ruby gem. We'll be doing this using the Swagger CodeGen tool. In Chapter 6, we're going to be applying image styles. And what we're going to do is give our users a bunch of predefined image style templates so that their prompts, they work even better and easier. In Chapter 7, we're going to finally send all that data up to Stable Diffusion. So we'll send it up there and finally get an image out. In Chapter 8, we're going to be displaying the image generation progress. So we're going to implement a real-time progress user interface so that the user can know what's happening on the server. And we're going to be doing that using active job. In Chapter 9, we're going to be storing our images and storing to the database. So we're going to save our images to disk and our data to the database, and we'll be using active storage. In Chapter 10, we're going to be developing an image gallery, and we will display a gallery of all the images that we've created, and we'll be doing that using Hotwire. In Chapter 11, we're going to be managing image deletion. We're going to learn how to delete images directly from the gallery using Stimulus and Hotwire. In Chapter 12, we're going to be setting up Stripe subscriptions. So we'll implement subscriptions using the Stripe gem and no other gems, and turning your app into a potential business for you. In Chapter 13, we're going to be deploying the app using Docker on EC2. So we're going to launch a new instance and deploy our app to it, making your project live and accessible to the world. Each chapter is designed to build on the last, ensuring that by the end of this course, you'll not only understand how to integrate and develop a Rails app, but integrate it with the generative AI and how to deploy it and how to monetize it. I'm really thrilled to have you join me on this journey. So let's dive in and start transforming your ideas into reality with Rails and AI.